Hello everyone, Ben here. What in tarnations? Sorry about that. Oh, I must have accidentally clicked on the ad. Oops. Well, that was weird. Anyway, so welcome to, okay. Welcome to we're actually going to finish up. We've got 5 races left. We've got Virginia, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Wyoming, and Washington. We're going to go ahead and finish up these, and then every week I'm going to do an update of the roughly competitive states. Any state that isn't solid blue or solid red, I'm going to cover. And that includes this seat in Mississippi that is held currently by Cindy Hyde-Smith, who is replacing the retiring senator. Why am I getting... Yeah, okay. I'm not sure it knows where I am, but whatever. Versus Mike Espy. Of course, you're going to cover... So this gives us what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, maybe 14, 15. Depends on a lot of things. Anyway, so we're going to go to the state of Virginia. I'm living here right now. Currently in the southwest part of the state. And the primary is actually tomorrow, and I intend to vote. And before you ask which primary I'm going to vote in, well, I guess technically there might be a Libertarian primary, but he's running unopposed, so I don't think that's going to happen. Now it is rated as solid Democrat. Looking at polling, 15% with 25, that should go to Tim Kaine. That's over 50%, that should go to Tim Kaine as well. This is the most recent one, though. Neither at 50, but it's much easier for Tim Kaine to reach that and surpass it. And this was done by Roanoke College. What really irks me is that Corey Stewart is the one who does best among the three Republicans. And University of Mary Washington, yeah. And there are no partisan polls, so for the most part. And this shows that Tim Kaine is kind of the favorite, so I'm actually going to, by I'd say a healthy margin. I'm debating whether or not it should be solid. We're going to go ahead and say it's solid, though I will be coming back to Virginia if I think there's something local going on. But, yeah. So that's really all I'd say about Virginia. I'm not going to be live streaming the results from tomorrow's primaries either. Maybe I'll talk with LTE if he actually does stream that. I don't know. I'll ask him if I can, because I do live here. But there's no way in hell I'm voting for Corey Stewart, at least in the primary. And Washington, you've got Maria Cantwell. I mean, she should easily be the favorite. Good space guy. Oh my god. I can't even take that one seriously. I'm sorry, I have to look this up. What? Oh my goodness. I can't even take this seriously. I can't even. I can't even take this seriously. I almost hope he wins just so that people have good space guy on their ballots. But let's be honest. Is it a jungle primary? Yeah. Okay. Huh. Anyway, even though this is a Democrat poll and it's run by the PPP anyway, this indicates all I need to know that this should be solid D, especially with the professional forecasts. So we're going to go ahead and rank Washington as solid Democrat. I mean, it's also to be expected. So I'm not even going to take that seriously as anything. So we're going to move on to West Virginia, which actually is a competitive seat. Patrick Morrisey is Republican, Joe Manchin, the incumbent Democrat. And Joe Manchin is pretty popular. Manchin won the primary. 111,000, yeah, fairly handedly. Win in every county. And of course there was Republican. The Republican primary, on the other hand, they were only down 23,000 votes in the primary compared to the Democrats, but that's because West Virginia has a lot more registered Democrats than Republicans. And a lot of Democrats wind up voting Republican anyway. And that's true across much of the South. And that's a holdover from when the South used to be Democrat in presidential elections. And you look at this, Patrick Morrisey wound up winning. And Don Blankenship, who is the controversial candidate, he did scarily well in West Virginia with 20% of the vote. And the Constitution Party has put Don Blankenship on him, but on the ticket, but he may not be he is probably ineligible to run because of West Virginia's, that's funny, sore loser law. And stating that a loser of a primary partisan cannot appear on the ballot as an independent or with another party, though he is eligible to run as a write-in candidate. I doubt if he does run, there will probably be some vote splitting. Yeah, I would agree that it's mostly a toss-up. And looking at the polling, most recent poll done by Gravis indicates both candidates actually losing votes to Blankenship, but Manchin being over 50% and Morrisey at 40%. Yeah, that makes sense to me. It's a little bit wider than I expected. Two Democrat polls from mid-May indicate a similar thing, and also a very competitive election. A Republican poll had Morrisey ahead, but I don't really trust that. Again, it's Republican partisan. Zogby showed it as Manchin with a comfortable lead, and of course also comfortable leads. However, generic Republican, it shows would beat him, though, again, I'm a little skeptical about these two. This one, of course, being a Republican internal poll. And looking at this, it should be rated as a toss-up, or at least that's what the professionals are rating it as. But that was a while ago. I personally am actually going to rate this as likely Democrat, simply because of the polls we just looked at, but also because Manchin's a pretty popular incumbent, even if his popularity has waned in recent months. And we're actually at a tie right now. So let's go up to Wisconsin. Democrat primary hasn't happened yet, which that'll happen on August 14. Tammy Baldwin is the only person running for the Democrats, so it's not. So she's already essentially the nominee unless someone declares. I'm not sure if they have a deadline to declare. Few Republicans. I think David Clark would have been a very good candidate to run. Yeah, I think he would have actually he would have done really well. Scott Walker declined. That's probably a smart thing to do. Would have needed to run. Yeah, I think David Clark would have been the best, but Kevin Nicholson's probably the front runner, though. Leah Vukmir, I'm not sure how you say that. Anyone from Wisconsin, tell me how to say that. Well, she has a lot of locals supporting her. And the state's party, though senators seem to endorse Nicholson. Huh. Though in the primary, it looks like Nicholson is ahead, but the only unbiased poll is from Marquette. Everything else is either Nicholson or the other person's, or a Republican internal poll. 3 different ratings, we'll see. 2 Democrat polls, I'd move this in a couple of points, but it still shows Tammy Baldwin ahead by a fair amount. 2 Republican internal polls showed similar things to Democrat internal polls, but I'd be inclined to wind those. Those are though that's generic Republican or David Clark or Sean McDuffie, doesn't show either of the 2 likely challengers. But again, both are public policy poll and Democrat internal polls. So I'm actually inclined not to put this as safe blue. I'm going to put this as only likely blue. And we're going to go all the way to Wyoming, which I'm going to look at this. There are a bunch of declared candidates, and John Barrasso, the incumbent, is the only one with any endorsements, and yeah, exactly. Democrats have only one person. And there was an independent candidate, though he's running as Republican. We don't have any polls, and plus this is Wyoming, so we're going to go ahead and put that as safe Republican for obvious reasons. And this actually indicates we have a 50-50 tie, and well, that means the Republicans maintain control of the Senate. And if we look at the Senate map, this is what we have. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 11 states split between Democrats and Republicans, and 1 each split by one of the major parties and an independent. The Republicans have complete control of the Senate in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 states. Democrats in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 states. So a fairly split nation overall, which honestly, in my opinion, makes perfect sense. You know, I could see a few things going differently, but overall, and again, we'll be updating this period, once a week on Mondays. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. By the way, only a handful of seats change in my prediction. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Bye.